What's good, y'all? Delwell here. Back at it again.
Huh?
I'm recording this
You tell me to take the podcast.
on. I don't know. Actually, I don't know when you're gonna see this. Whenever I post it, but yeah, back at it again. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at ValeWorld. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, this story is called With Socks. Worn down from the days of drinking, I found myself in the bathroom. The studio lights flickered and the water dripped into the sink. From the turned faucet, a sense of urgency begun to creep up my neck, an awareness of my limited time this evening, and of the activities and responsibilities this night posed for me. I took a deep breath of reassurance and began to undress. One by one, I removed my various pieces of clothing, tossing them aside me on the cold tile floor. As I did this, I was sure that I was surely careful, but alas, I lacked perseverance. And without understanding, I forgot something that would later send me down the path of no good. I stood outside the shower, waiting, taking the longest amount of time that I felt necessary for the water to reach a comfortable temperature. Sticking it, sticking my hand into the the heat every too often to see if it was ready. And after what felt like forever, I was prepared. I looked the first step into the tub with confidence and pride, and the next much quicker in order to maintain my balance. Then it hit me at all at once. Shock. I frantically glanced and downwards towards my feet, and the view that awaited me was terrifying. I sank to the bottom of the tub, landing on my knees, ashamed and embarrassed as to what I did, for I had committed a crime, a sin punishable by death. I had gotten into the shower with my socks on. Wow. Friend nicknames. I went into my Spanish speaking colleague's office. She was on the phone and said my name in the conversation. I waited for her to call to be over, where she said that she was referring to people to me while she was on vacation. I asked if I needed to pretend to speak Spanish to them. She told her that I only know a little Spanish from my time working in restaurants during college. The fellas in the back called me really cool guy, which in Spanish is Pinchi Goro Carbron. She laughed, said she loved it, then asked me to leave. Apparently she thinks I'm a real cool guy too. Well, this is a long story. This is about a French story for a class. Floyd was an elite aviator who had fallen on hard times. He was a bachelor and had a little allowance, but was amazing ballet. One day, while en route to his favorite lacrosse game of the year, he told his chauffeur to take a detour to his favorite restaurant, where the head cook was a connoisseur in gastronomy and of baguettes, soups, salads, and coffee souffle with lemon zest. While on the way there, he decided to work on his literature, so he decided to read a menu filled with 100 ways to make omelets. Needless to say, there was a wide variety of selections. As he arrived at the restaurant, he decided to order a rich selection of food. As he was eating a baguette, a wacky man sat down in front of him. Bon voyage. Bon voyage. My name is Whoa, okay. And though you can call me Abin the Musketeer, I'm delegate from Baru, a crazy time travel tournament organizers. As Floyd took in this wacky man's appearance, he saw that, okay, another long word, was wearing a beret made out of paper mache. Ah, do you like my hat? Uh, Albin said, I made it myself. Floyd was now having an identity crisis for no reason. The other For no reason other than he thought that no one could possess so much energy. Well, anyway, I'm hosting a tournament with the prize being enrolled as a cadet in the Space Force Navy. Practically bouncing off the walls, here's everything you need to know, including the uniform design. Alvin said, handing Floyd a page dossier. If you have any questions, call me at 742-57655. Alvin said as he faded away, proving that we aren't real and we live in an illusion created by the Illuminati. Okay. As Floyd went to a nearby hotel and read through the dossier, he decided to lock himself in the EAU day toilet while having another identity crisis. While that was over, he called Albin and asked if he could take part in the tournament. Of course you can, said Albin with much optimism. I'll meet you Friday at the lacrosse stadium. As the days ticked by, Floyd were envisioning all sorts of things for the tournament. Everything from a lacrosse game to a series of murder games like in Squid Game crossed his mind. Ironically, as Floyd met Alvin at the rendezvous, that it was a really intense Jeopardy game. That quiz about the random thing that was in the dossier. It turns out Floyd was the only one who had actually read the dossier and was able to win without any trouble. Oof. Alright, this little summary is called Childhood Memory. Recently, I asked my mom what is something she remember I did as a kid, and she told me this. My mom was at her brother's house talking with him in his backyard, which was awesome because it had a pool. Anyway, I don't know how old I was at the time, but I was old enough to talk, so if I had to guess, this was the late 2000s. And I was, what, 3 or 4? I'm 16 now. Anyway, they were talking while I was playing ball. The next thing I know, I walked straight into the pool, which thankfully my mom saw and jumped in the pool to get me. I don't know why I just walked straight into the pool. Maybe the ball fell into the pool and I wanted it back, but hearing it from my mom, it was pretty funny. Interesting. Next one is called Setting Up Passwords. I was getting up my son's account on the PC when he was 6. I told him he needed a password he could remember. Son, cat, me, it needs to be stronger. Son, dog. In his defense, technically a dog is stronger than a cat. I mean, that's true. Um, Next one is called I did a music video on Discord, so I was just doing my stuff in Discord. My server had a music bot, and one of my friend's sussy best friend was listening to TF2 music. I wanted to troll a little bit, so I put a Russian rap song. He got mad, and we stopped, muted, and skipped each other's music. My other friend, Dogma Ramio, joined the battle on Sussy's side. That's uh, his another nickname. Sounds weird. A full-blown music war happened between the three of us. I even tried rickrolling, but they were too smart for my tricks. Sussy won. I quit it. That was the funniest thing from that day. This one's called Short, but always makes me laugh. My best friend was driving someone home from church. Youth group. She passing a sign outside the vent's office that says 12 dogs for $12. She goes inside. What kind of dogs are they? Hot dogs. There was a hot dog place next to the vet's office. This happened 3 years ago, and I still think about it every time I'm having a bad day.